Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So on Wednesday, if I've got my days right, I was showing you this lovely big photographic book of South Yorkshire, and I made a few bits and bobs. We did a belly band. We did a pocket there with a little side gusset, so it'll hold quite a bit. Belly band, and we did a nice big photograph there, which could go under the belly band, and a little postcard there, and I decorated the back, and then that was just a little bit of a leftover. So I decided that I'd go through and I'd just harvest all the pictures. Now this is massive, so I'm going to keep this. It's quite good cards. This will be good for you know, journal covers. It's over 12 inches wide, or it's just 12 inches wide, but it's much taller. We've got 12 and then another 4, so that's 16 inches long, and it's massive. So yeah, I thought that would be good, so I'm keeping that nice bit of cardboard, and this is what I salvaged from it. So I got lots of lovely little pictures. I mean, I've done nothing with them, but I just thought for storage I can just pop these somewhere. I had to make a decision about which side I wanted. It wasn't too difficult, and then occasionally I ended up with a partial photo which would work on its own. So I love that. I love them with a bit of touch of colour. So these will make lovely faux postcards, or just pictures that I can use for journaling spots. How lovely is that? So yeah, that was, again, I'd used the other side and ended up with a bit of a picture, but that worked. I love those kids. It wasn't much longer, but I needed the picture on the other side. I love that. Post office there. I've got Tracy Fox's dispatches. Matter of fact, putting it in there. I've got dispatches all cut out, ready to go. And I haven't started it. So it's all there, ready to go. All tea dyed and everything, all cut out. So I'm popping this in here, because I think that will be fab to use with that one. So there we go. Yeah, so yeah, I've got loads. Absolutely, I loved him. I want to do like a gentleman journal, so, or a male journal. I love that little snapshot. How cool is that? Could go in any journal. I loved this. It was they were the FA Cup winners. I think it was in 2011, 2012, one or the other. And they were all coal miners. So that picture's been made up with the coal face behind. Looks a little bit gruesome in one respect. It was days before Photoshop. They just literally ripped their heads off and put them on. Loved that. So yeah, some really, really nice images here. Got the Queen there. I think that's Doncaster Raceground. Yeah, in the 50s. Yeah, so some very, very cool pictures. That one I've left that blurb there because this guy here, Harry Brearley, he discovered stainless steel in 1913, and that kind of shaped well, that was like the industry in Sheffield. It was a lot of stainless steel from Sheffield, made a lot of cutlery, and so yeah, that was cool. Home guard there, little cobbler. This one, I kept this one because I'm going to do a royal journal, and this is a coronation party from 1953. So I wanted to make sure that I remembered that. I'd have probably guessed it if I zoomed my eyes in on there, but I thought that would be cool for a royal journal. So yeah, lots and lots of beautiful, wonderful images. You know, and I'm always on the lookout for old postcards, but we're never always lucky to find them, are we? Nice, that one there of a hospital. I will be doing a sort of medical based, nurse based journal at some point. How cool's that? So yeah, just love them all around you. I love these metal railings there. Love little touch of colour. So yeah, so I cut them all out. So I've got them now. They're easier to use when they're cut down like this. I will find a place now to pop these in. So I've got, I'll probably label it. And then there were some big ones. So we've got lots and lots of these bigger pictures, which not quite so easy to use on a journal page, because that's our normal size of journal page. So they're too big. They're too big in whatever way you do it, but they're lovely images. So I wanted to be able to use these. So that's today's video. How to use, I mean, that one's not too bad, it's still a bit wide. How to use big images. That was the Jubilee in 1935. Difficult to see that number. So yeah, how to use them. So I came up with one idea, thanks to Roxy from Roxy's Creations. She made some paper bags. So I turned one into a little paper bag. So I thought that was cool. I'm going to do that, I think, with this one. Or that one. Maybe that one. I've left a bit on the bottom of some of them, specifically with this in mind, so that it folds up like so. So I'll get started with doing these. And of course, if you've got big images of other things, as somebody in one of the groups I'm in put on that she had bought a book. It had massive, it's like a coffee table book, got massive images, and said, anybody ever used books like this? Well, this is one way of doing it. So I'm cobbling, just doing that edge like that. So I haven't decided which way round, actually. I want football team there. I didn't want to use the football team. Don't know which is going to be the foldy over edge, but quite like that one done like so. And I'm going to cut down so we don't see the number. I mean, to be fair, this one could just be that road turned up. I might do that. Let's do that. Let's not have an edge. You might have cut your photos out and not done that. So there we go. So that's that cut down. Get rid of these. I'm not going to use these edge bits at all. So I want that turned over. So I am going to take a bone folder there. I slipped. Don't know how I slipped there, but I did. So I've mucked up the centre of that. But it doesn't matter, because this is going, the centre bit gets folded down a bit more anyway. So let's just fold that over. So we've got a bit of a lip at the top. There we go. Yeah. And then at the bottom, we'll do a little bit of a fold up at the bottom. So we're going to see this sort of middle bit at the back. And we're going to have like the tram at the centre of the bag, quite like that. So fold that over like so. And then we'll fold this one over. Yeah, that's quite a nice centre point for the bag. And fold that one over. Give it a good burnish and decide which one. That one looks more like that's joined there and we've got the corner, whereas that one, oh, it works that way as well, to be fair. does work both ways. Right, so we'll have that. So we want, I'm going to get my big scissors. There they are. So what we want to do is, just trying to make sure I see right, cut into that corner there and just do a little curve up at the edge, like so. So it's not straight along the folded edge. We go up slightly, and that just helps with the folding. Don't go up too far, otherwise it won't be covered. So now that will fold up now. So that's not too bad on the back there, because that's the pavement going up. That works. Just need to do a little bit neatening on that edge. I haven't quite cut down. That better? Yes, Jess, cooking on gas. So that's that bit. And now we need to just sort the top out, give that a burnish. So we will come down here. We want to go slightly below that fold line. So cut down there. We want it evenish. There we go. So now we want to fold this down, but we don't want the fold to be below the end of this bit. So I'll go there. Because then when this is folded over, we can still see the top there. Yeah, that's what we want. Give that a fold. Right, I'm going to snip these corners a little bit so it sits better. And then these tops snip like that. So it looks like the top of a bag. So get these bits glued down. Oh, I've done that just with glue stick. I wanted to add a bit of glue, proper glue, because I don't trust glue stick fully. I need to get my pencil case out from being away, so we went away. My pencil case is still in the bag, which has got my smaller glue bottle. Okay. Those ends down, and then we're good to go at the top there. Make sure there's no oozed glue, otherwise the bag will stick together, and that ain't what we want. So that's that, and that's that. So we want to do a bit of inking. I think I do need my bag now, because I took vintage photo away from me. Yeah, got my pencil case out, and in doing so I managed to drop the ink pad. So there we go, got me vintage photo. Always when I take ink away, I put it in a Ziploc bag, just in case we have any seepage. Don't want any seepage. So they are vintage photographs, and I'm going over it with vintage photo. I want to do that end there. I'm not going to do the tops because I'm going to cut that off. so they'll need re-inking again. But I am going to do around this bit. Going to go that way. There we are. So let's get my little ink bottle out of here. There we go. And we are going to go up there and up the edge here, and then the two stick down there very nicely. No oozing. Going to go down this edge here, and we'll just go along the outside edge of the tucky up bit. There we go. And then you can use pinking shears. That's what Roxy used in her video, but I'm going to use this, my deckled edge trimmer, and there we have it. One way of using your big. So they come out different shapes because the different size photographs, but that'll be a nice little floating pocket, or I could stick it down and have a tuck and a pocket there. So I need to do a little bit more of glue up there. That seems to have not be glued down quite enough for my liking. And that's that. And then you can decorate further. I mean, it does kind of depend. That's crying out for something up there, so I'd maybe put some sort of cluster up there to decorate it. Some movement going on next to me. Don't know why. So that's that. Let me show you one where I keep the bottom there so that we can read Clifton Park in Rotherham. So we will. So we're going to fold it up there. Oh, sorry about that. My phone rang, and of course I film on my phone, and and it was an important phone call, so I had to take it. About rearranging hospital appointment. So, oh, could have done that side as well. That's a lovely building. I like the swans. I like the swans in the park. There we go. So going up there. So that'll be the foldy over bit at the back. So, and let's do a folded down bit at the top. So, folded down bit at the top. Could come, well, done it now, Jez. Don't want to mess about. There we go, folded down bit at the top. And then I'm going to cut this because I don't want to see the page number. And I think it looks nice to have the little deckled edge. Don't have to do this. You can use an ordinary trimmer. I've just got one. It's nice to justify the cost, isn't it? So I'm going to cut the edges off because I quite like the edges to be deckled as well. This was my Christmas present to me with some Christmas money I had left over after Christmas. So that's what I bought. So this is Clifton Park in Rotherham. I just love it. I love the fact that there's 3 blokes there. One with a dog. There's another bloke there in the corner. And a couple of swans. Yeah, love it. Right, so I want to fold this so I can still see the swans. So we'll put that one there like that. Yeah. come that way, like so. So that's up the middle. Yeah, nicely centered. We've got a little bit of blub going on there, but that's going to get trimmed. The bulk will get trimmed out of there, so that don't matter. I think I'm more likely to go that way on the back there. So there we go. That's a nice picture. So as we did before, it all sort of follows the same way. We're going to cut on the diagonal there, but this way you don't lose any of the photos. So if you're cutting them out and there is a bit of excess, that you can cut beyond the photo that you want to see, and it's sort of plain enough that it would look okay, then that's what. So that's quite plain on the background. I mean, I could stamp on there so it looked a little bit different. I might do that actually. I could stamp as though it was the manufacturer of the bags. So on here we want to come down below a bit, so folding down there. So now fold this, but we want it to not go below this folded edge. Does that work out all right? The only problem with that is I cut it too far. Right. So that's fine, we're going with it. So I have snipped down too far here, so I've got some open bits here. Gonna mend it with some washi tape. Thought these were quite cool with their little labels on, but they're not really. Right, washi tape, don't trust the sticky. Put some extra sticky on it. Where's my little, I don't know, Jess. Where's my little glue bit? There, that'll do as a little glue bit. There we are. So, oh, I want it straight actually. Straight across, so we can go up there straight and down. Washi is good for this because it doesn't actually add too much bulk. There we go. Same on the other side. Let's give it a so I'm going up to where it's going to fold over there. Stick it down the seam. Job's a good one. There we go. So that's one way of mending a bit. We need a bit of mending. Stick that out the way for now. So that can now go down. They'll be folded over. And now the sides are now mended. Beautiful. So we need to glue that down. Could bring a little gluey bit back, couldn't I? Glue those bits down. A little bit of glue so that they hold down along the top edge. Can't see the glue's coming out. Oh, it is. marvellous. Want them side bits glued down. But before I glue these top bits down, I just want to take a little bit off. Yeah. Just take a bit of the bulk away. Got a bit of glue down there. I don't know how that happened. It's all right now. So that's going to go like so. Yeah. Now then, I'm going to just put a little bit of that over there, so it's a little bit more uniform. There we go. And that looks better at the back there. It's going to be that way around, isn't it? Where's them two people gone? What's person? Is there? Yeah, that's where we want you. Takes that white bit out there. And we want along there, because that's the bit that's going to get glued down. And I was going to do a bit of stamping on there. So I want it that way up, and I'm going to use my signature one, not that one. Right, where have you gone? Where you're hiding? There we are. So we'll have a bit of a signature on the back there, as if it's the manufacturer of the paper bags. If you've got nice handwriting, you could sign your own signature. Yeah. How cool is that? It's a little bit, the surface is a bit shiny, so I will make sure I will blot it. I'm going to put this as if it's a bit of a code. Don't really pick that up very well, Jess. So put that over there. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. So I want, oh, sticky. Use that to blot. Could do with some old-fashioned blotting paper. I think that's fine now. Just use this just to make sure, because I don't really want it to smudge, even though I've just managed to smudge it. Right, so want him over the top. So go down there, go along the top a tad. Got a string there of glue, don't want that. Go down there. Put a bit of glue along there, now I can see where it's going to stick. nicely stuck down with no oozing. You can still see slightly shiny there. Glue down here, up there, up and around there. Glue that down. Oh, I just love that look on the back there. What a brilliant idea, Jez. You do have them. You do have them. And then we'll just cut that top bit. Like so. Give it a bit of ink in, and then we'll just wedge in the corner, like so. That's another bag. That's another bag. So that is one way of using these large images. Now I'm trying to think of something else. Right. So could do a foldy round the page pocket. Yep. Could do that. So what I might do is fold up the side there. So it's quite good having a little extra bit on the edge there. So that would be glued down. Because this kind of lends itself to being two separate pictures, although that's still quite wide. Where's me folded over page? So that's a page. That would be quite a nice pocket there, but we're still too long on the other side. So we could cut a bit of this down. So we could go to where it says Queen Street, Barnsley. I wonder what Queen Street in Barnsley looks like. If anybody here lives in Barnsley, been to Barnsley, knows Barnsley well. Does Queen Street still look like that? I mean, obviously it will have different cars or whatever, but you know, fundamentally, are these buildings still there? Wonder what it looks like now. I could Google Earth it, couldn't I? Yeah. Oh. I've done that. And I covered over the Queen bit. So now that could be there. And then that could be there. Yeah, so that would work as a pocket. So we could fold down quite a bit at the top there, because it's quite a tall pocket. Don't really want it quite that tall. So let's fold down a bit. And then we'll fold up from the bottom. I haven't got any of the side folded over, Jez. There we go. So let's take some of this bulk away. I'll cut this top down a tad as well. But for now, do that. Same on the bottom. Make sure I don't cut the queen bit off because it, so it goes to there. Folded it twice, so it's a bit hard for me to see. There we go. And then we want this to be not quite so long. So take that off there. So we're leaving about 1/2 inch. And take the side of that off as well. So we've got about 1/2 inch there. Okay, get rid of this gubbins. Don't need such a long piece there either. So we'll take that off. So that's my pocket. So that's should we fold it there at that point there? At that car? I think that's a good point to fold. That's going to go around like that so that we've got a nice big pocket there. And a little pocket there, like that. I think that works. It'll be on the outside of the page. I think that works really well. So we'll just, on these 2 centre bits, take a bit of the bulk out there. So that's that ready to go. So what I'll do is these top bits are going to be glued down. These are what's going to glue to the page. So to remind myself of the fact that this is what this is. And then I could come in and make a thumb notch so that we know that that is a pocket. So I'm sort of eyeballing to be in the centre there. And on this one, take it there. So then it's obvious that is a pocket. Just do the edges whilst I'm here. So it's ephemera ready to go in as is. I mean, you could add bits to it to decorate it a little bit more, but that's that ready to go in on the page, pocket there, pocket there. Love it. So just looking at the time, I think we'll call that one a day with my interruption of my phone call. Not really sure how long that'll be. So how to use big book pages. You can make yourself around the page pocket. You can do some Roxy Creation paper bags with them. So this is with photographic images, and it could be done with any sort of large image that you might have. So I hope that was useful. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.